I was asked by a friend, like, what is holding me back from finding someone? Because they've perceived me to be, the whole package, everything a man could ever want in all categories. And although I find that to be very flattering, and I also know that I am just about anything a man could want, it doesn't change the fact that I feel like what I want from life is very niche. And honestly, I found somebody who wants exactly what I want from life. The problem is he didn't want me, and that's okay if he doesn't want me. It just means he's not for me, and that's fine. But the thing is that the scenario of what I want for my life, like right now, I've got 6 more years until my kid graduates. She's the coolest freaking kid ever, so easy. And during that time, I am not going to live with somebody for a very long time, and I demand a lot of independence to be able to exist in my world as a mother for her, but also as an individual person, because I really liked my individual time and my downtime, because I am very much an ambivert that leans introverted. And so there's that, right? And a lot of men want to spend a lot of time with you, or they need you a lot. But then there's the flip side where I do have that extroverted side of me, and I want somebody who wants to take me, I don't know, on work outings, when they get together and shit, they want to bring me to them because I'm friggin' phenomenal when it comes to socializing.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So on today's episode, we are going to be kicking it off with a clip from this woman, guys, who is just so incredibly humble and who views herself as everything that a man could possibly want. Now, 30 seconds or so into the clip, she reveals, actually, I think it's maybe around a minute in, she reveals that she is in fact a single mother, which basically knocks her off of any dude's wish list completely, but she doesn't seem to notice that. But guys, before we jump into today's episode, as always, don't forget to come and join us over on Locals, guys. If you're interested in supporting the channel or you just want to join for free over there, make sure you do so. I'm going to be uploading videos that are no longer available on YouTube over there as well. And guys, if you are interested in helping me not pull out my animated hair, guys, we are going to be expanding Fiend Gang. So if you guys want to become a content creator with Fiend Gang, make sure to check out that link in the video description. But without further ado, guys, let's just jump right into what this woman has to tell us.
I was asked by a friend, what is holding me back from finding someone? Because they've perceived me to be, the whole package, everything a man could ever want in all categories.
Okay, so let's pause it there. This person who is quote unquote your friend is not your friend, okay? Because true friends will not allow you to live in delusion, even if it is painful. This is what happens to a lot of women, guys. They become things like single mothers, or they're really unpleasant to be around, or they make all sorts of different mistakes, which, a lot of mistakes, we're all human, okay? But they make mistakes and their friends sit there and they say things like, oh, don't worry, queen, it won't matter, okay? Or it doesn't matter if you're a bit rude or if you have an attitude problem, okay? You're still going to find the man of your dreams. And I want to highlight this, by the way, guys. Being a single mother is a very, very terrible thing. Okay, this is not some small mistake where you threw out a curse word or something like that, and yet you have women's friends, quote unquote, sitting there lying to them, telling them, don't worry, you will find your Prince Charming. You are everything that a man could possibly want, guys. This shows you how disconnected a lot of people are from understanding what men actually want, because men do not want to take seriously single mothers. Let's keep going.
And although I find that to be very flattering, and I also know that I am just about anything a man could want.
Yeah, like humble, for example. That's a quality that we're demonstrating here. But guys, right? So single mother. And here's the thing, okay? You can be an absolutely beautiful woman. You can have a great personality, okay? But here's the thing. If you have a kid or multiple kids in tow, men are not going to value a relationship with you as much. Okay, you might be able to get some simp, some guy who doesn't respect himself to give up his entire life to provide for you, sure. Okay, which is not something I'd recommend that men do, but women can find those men. But you're not going to find your Prince Charming. You're not going to find a man that you actually respect, because men, you know, the men that women want, guys, at their core, they are men who respect themselves, who won't put, you know, all this nonsense above their goals. Okay, so by definition, we have basically excluded ourselves from finding a man that we are actually attracted to.
Want. It doesn't change the fact that I feel like what I want from life is very niche.
Okay, so let's stop there, guys. What do you guys think she means when she says what I want from life is very niche? Okay, my interpretation of this is basically we want a guy who is well out of our league. We want a guy who's tall, who makes a lot of money, who, you know, fits these 55 different, at sometimes conflicting attributes that we want. We basically want a man who is everything. Okay, a guy who has status, money, who looks really good, who hits the gym, all of this kind of crap, guys. But the problem is, they don't actually consider, like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe as a 30-plus-year-old single mother, I might not be entitled to this kind of man. It never crosses their minds, guys, and I have to blame their friends as well for sitting here saying, hey, you can get this man, it doesn't matter, you're a queen, you're everything that a man should possibly want. And here's the funny thing as well, guys, is like, if you're a man and you don't want to date a single mother, you actively get shamed for these women, excuse me, for not wanting to date them. Like, how many times have we heard things like, oh, well, a man should step up, and if he doesn't, it's because he can't handle me, or he has small d energy, or some variation of just shaming language because you don't want to take care of a kid that's not your own.
And honestly, I found somebody who wants exactly what I want from life. The problem is he didn't want me, and that's okay if he doesn't want me.
But I thought you were the whole package, ma'am. I thought you were everything that a man could possibly want. So explain to me how it is that a man does not want you. You see how things are not logically adding up here? You see how there might be a little bit of a discrepancy between what we think of ourselves and what reality, what might actually be? Guys, I can sit here all damn day and manifest myself as someone that I'm not, or pretend that I'm someone that I'm not, but that's not how the world works. Okay, I can sit here all day making videos being like, guys, you know what? I've manifested the fact that I have blonde hair, but I don't have blonde hair. You see what I'm saying? But these girls will sit here and they're like, you know, if I view myself as a 10, then I must be a 10. And they never seem to learn, guys. No matter how many men reject them or don't want a relationship with them or walk away from them, they sit in their little, you know, their little bubble thinking that they are the most fantastic thing to walk the earth.
It just means he's not for me, and that's fine. But the thing is that like the scenario of what I want for my life, like right now, I've got 6 more years until my kid graduates. She's the coolest freaking kid ever, so easy. And during...
Love how we have to just throw in a little... So after we've built like a little bit of... Excuse me guys for that noise, right? But after we started the video by saying we're fantastic and we've really kind of gone through how good of a person we are, now we highlight the fact that we have a kid. So normally these videos, guys, when you have single mothers who make videos like this, what they do is they either beg for sympathy at the beginning of the video and then tell you they're a single mother, or they'll sit there and they'll try and say what a fantastic person they are and how great they are to date, but then they follow it up with a single mother. You see, because they can't lead the videos with the fact that they're a single mother, because they know it makes them look bad. So now we've arrived to the kid portion of the video, roughly a minute in, and we have to skim over that quite quickly, and we have to make a point that the kid requires not much investment from the man. Did you notice what she said there, guys? You know, oh, my kid's almost out of school, and they're so easy, you know, like they don't require much attention, basically. She's trying to basically frame it as though a whole human being is not really an addition to the relationship that a man might come across. You see, we're trying to downplay the fact that we have a whole nother human being who will be a factor in that relationship.
During that time, like, I am not going to live with somebody for a very long time, and I demand a lot of independence to be able to exist in my world as a mother for her.
Yeah, so translation, you don't have any authority over the household. So you as a man, You have to join this household. You have to provide for this household, obviously, guys, because what she wants is very niche, right? Jeez, right? So you have to join this household, be the man, okay? Fit, or tick all of her boxes, do all this crap. But don't worry, guys. At the end of that rainbow, you don't even have any authority because she demands to be an independent individual who governs her kid the way that she wants to. Okay, so not only do you have to go into this situation, guys, and you have to adopt the responsibility, but you get none of the authority that comes with this. I know this is something that, for example, Andrew Tate talks about a lot, right? The interlinking of responsibility and authority, and I have to agree, guys. Men are expected to take on all of this responsibility, but we don't actually have any say in the outcome or how things actually go. So you can join a single mother household, guys, but your ability to discipline that kid or steer the direction of the house in a sensible manner, oh, hell no. Absolutely not. She won't allow it, guys, because she wants her independence. I'm actually going to play that back, guys, because I don't see a problem here. If you want your independence, take your independence. Don't sit here complaining, making TikToks about the fact that you're looking for a relationship.
During that time, I am not going to live with somebody for a very long time, and I demand a lot of independence to be able to exist in my world as a mother for her. But
okay, so what's the problem? Stay out of relationships then. Or better yet, go fix it with the father of your kid. You see how this works, guys? If you want to be a strong, independent woman, okay, go away then. We have to make videos here about how fantastic we are, about how easy we are to date, about how, happy we are to be single. She didn't mention that, but that's typically another talking point that they have. We have to make videos like this rather than say, it's all a facade, guys. It really is. This whole I'm strong, I'm independent thing. Because when life starts to kick them in the backside, okay, when they want a little bit more than that government assistance or whatever the man that they threw out of the family is paying them, now we have to come back to men, advertise ourselves, but not actually seem too desperate in the process.
But also as an individual person, because I really liked my individual time and my downtime, because I am very much an ambivert that leans introverted. And so...
Yeah, all I'm hearing is, I'm very much a headache. That was the translation I literally got in my head, guys, this is roughly the equivalent of when a girl sits there and tells you her star sign. Nobody cares about the way your personality is balanced in your own perception, madam. I'm sorry. But when I heard this sentence just now, the first thing that went through my head is, I'm a problem. That's all that I heard.
Ambivert that leans introverted. And so there's that, right? And a lot of men want to spend a lot of time with you, or they need you a lot. But then there's the flip side.
Yeah, see, this is what happens, okay, when you're a woman who's a single mother. Okay, the type of men who are willing and able and ready to commit to you, a lot of these guys shouldn't be doing it. They have no self-respect. They put you above their goals. They put you, as a woman, above absolutely everything. And what do you know? You don't respect the guys who do that. This is exactly how it works, guys. Women who find themselves in positions like this, the men that want to have relationships with them oftentimes lack self-respect. Okay, and that's the biggest thing, guys, that I have to see when I come on here, guys. I can sit all day roasting women for their terrible decisions. The way men make terrible decisions is it's usually just based off of a lack of self-respect, of tolerating too much crap. Guys will go out here, guys, for the life of me, I don't understand this. They will go out and they will dedicate their whole lives for caring about women that don't care about them, rather than spending time actually caring about themselves. That's the biggest problem, guys. I don't think a lot of people realize I could make hundreds of videos on men doing TikToks. Actually, probably not TikToks. Probably I'd have to find other media because men don't cry on TikTok as much. But I could roast men all day as well. The difference would be I'd probably be roasting the guys for the lack of self-respect and not valuing themselves enough. But let's continue.
Side where I do have that extroverted side of me, and I want somebody who wants to take me, I don't know, on work outings, when they get together and shit, they want to bring me to them because I'm freaking phenomenal when it comes to socializing.
Yeah, see, this is another red flag. This is what's going through my head when she says this, guys. So she wants to be someone that you can bring to, she wants you to bring her to your work socializing events, okay? So let's cut the crap here. She wants a successful guy, or a very niche life, as she puts it. She wants a successful man, and she wants you to take her to work outings where she can socialize. So she wants to leverage your social status in order to lift herself up, guys. This is the problem that I have when these girls say things like, oh, I want an equal partnership. No, they don't. Absolutely not. That's not what's happening here. What's going to happen, guys, is she's going to go to these events. She's going to try and milk it for the value she can for herself, and she's using you as a means to do it. And this is what happens as well, guys. If you're a successful guy, right, or if you have a girlfriend or something like this, a lot of women, what they do is they come into your social circle and they try and cling on or monkey branch to the next best dude. This is why, guys, like, if you're a dude who's been dating, chances are at some point during your life, you might have had a girl cheat on you with your best friend or something like that. Because a lot of these girls, what they do is they're looking to enter into social situations so they can monkey branch upwards and ditch their man for a better one. Let's keep going.
And, you know.
And when I say better one, guys, I don't actually mean like a better person. Like, typically these girls have a very different, like, they don't actually consider morals or the character of an individual. So when I say a better guy, guys, I typically just mean from her perspective, i.e. a guy who earns more or who looks better. That doesn't actually mean that someone is a better or a worse person, in my opinion. But yeah, let's keep going.
You know, they want to go hiking with me and go do outdoorsy shit, right? And then when my kid graduates, I want to move out of Texas and I want to go find a piece of land in the forest and build my perfect little forest abode and just live off the land and be, you know, almost fully off grid. But these are all things that are very niche-y. And
you guys think, okay, that this woman who wants to move off the grid and build her own place to live out of Texas or whatever, do you guys think that she's intending to do the building of this place? I personally don't, guys. Like, I really don't. What I see in a lot of these situations is girls need a man or a retirement plan to come along and invest in her. That's what I see, guys. When I watch a video like this, I don't see like a girl talking through her relationship issues or whatever. It's more or less an advertisement saying, hey, dudes, who is going to come and be my lifeline for the life that I want to live, right? Who's going to come along and build this place for me? Who's going to buy it for me? That's what I see when I see these videos, guys, in all truth.
And, you know, like all of my little hobbies I have, I can find somebody who likes them, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I can find somebody who, like, challenges me enough to commit to.
What? This is a misconception that I think a lot of people have when they're, you know, particularly the women, obviously, when they're trying to date men. They think that men are looking to challenge you. Like, what is that? Can you guys imagine, right? Like, this is a relationship that you have, and it's built on the basis of challenging the other person. Like, no dude wants to come home and then have to challenge his wife or girlfriend or partner or whatever. Like, that's not something that appeals to men. Fantastic, you're independent, you're a challenge, but guess what? Guys don't want to be involved in a challenge with their partner. You know what'll really get a guy to commit to you long term? Being someone who's pleasant to be around and being someone who's peaceful and actually, you know, a good person. And I'm going to add this on top, with no kids. Okay, it's not about challenging the guy or bringing him a whole bunch of headaches to seeing how he can, you know, to see how he can handle you. Dudes are not interested in committing to women who they have to handle, because basically what that means is a whole bunch of headaches, a whole bunch of problems. And to be honest, I know a lot of guys would just rather do literally anything else, engage in their hobbies, than to deal with a girl who is a challenge and who also, by the way, is a single mother. But guys, let's continue into another clip here and see what else we have. So this is another single mother. And I have to warn you, this is a little bit terrifying as well.
And that you get to be with, not the one that you have to be with. Single moms, listen to me. I'm your cautionary tale. I've made all the mistakes trying to help you not do the same dumb stuff I've done. Single mom with 3 kids for 10 years. Get your money right, honey.
I love how the advice, and here's the thing, right? I have nothing against women going out there and working their jobs and making money and whatever. But it's funny to me how the first piece of advice out of this woman's mouth is get your money right. Not actually, for example, this would be the first thing that I would think of, right? Perhaps securing a father for your kids would be step number 1. Step number uno, okay? In being a mother, guys, in being a good mother, would probably be securing someone to raise the kids with on a long-term basis. See, like, guys, again, nothing against women going out here earning their money, which, by the way, a lot of these single mothers are not actually earning their own money. They're receiving it from the government. Men are paying them money, okay? It's just really weird to me how backwards this is. It's not to improve the relationship that I have with men, right? It's not to... She's not sitting there going, how do I fix my relationship with men, or the man of the child, the father of my kids, and straight to money. Very interesting.
Because once you are financially independent and doing okay on your own, you're going to make a better choice. Because you're not going to pick somebody that's going to suck you dry. You're not.
I'm not sure. You see how logically this makes such little sense, guys? It's like, apparently one's financial situation limits the ability to choose a good man. I would say you're just bad at choosing men. Like, it has nothing to do with your finances. And if you are choosing men on the basis of finances, I mean, good luck to you. Again, this is something that a lot of girls do regardless, but perhaps the choosing of men is based off of the way you think, not how much money you have in your bank account. But hey, it's probably, for this girl, probably very interconnected, the amount of money she has and the type of men that she selects, it sounds like.
You're going to pick somebody that's like good enough to help you pay your rent. You're going to choose a partner, someone that's your equal, someone that will support you.
What the hell is this, man? Yeah, see, so we're choosing men based on how much they can financially provide. Jeez.
Not financially, but emotionally.
But you just mentioned literally finances were the first thing that you brought up in this video, by the way.
You're going to find your dream relationship if you get your money right, honey. And I'm going to help you. Follow me for more single mom tips. Links in the bio.
Oh, absolutely not. So I'm going to assume she might be like a dating coach or something like this. Perhaps she's selling some courses, which, again, guys, like, to the 3 women who watch this channel, okay, if you consume TikTok dating advice and you buy these women's courses, what did this woman say she was? She had like 3 kids for 10 years. It is actually a very large disservice to women. I think it's a very bad idea for women to go on here and to listen to this woman's advice, given that she is not successful in dating at all. And she has a motive to sell you crap, basically. She has a motive to sell you her courses. Guys, I'm telling you, man, one of the biggest business opportunities of the current year, I swear to you guys, must be just getting on TikTok and lying to women, giving them bad advice. I swear, so many people make money off of women just from giving them terrible advice. That is crazy. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. And guys, don't forget to come and join us over on Locals as well. I'm going to leave a link in the pinned comment in all probability if I don't forget before I head to the gym. So guys, make sure to check that out. There's a whole bunch of episodes over there, supporter, non-supporter as well, if YouTube isn't your thing, which if YouTube isn't your thing, guys, I absolutely do not blame you. But guys, we're going to be leaving it there. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.